How much would you pay for worn 433 jumpers?
Oh, I think there should be a consortium put together.
10,000, 10,000, 10,000,
I think $1 million
20,000.
Hello everyone, welcome to Eddie and Jimmy. Thanks to Hyundai, great cars and doing wonderful things with electronic vehicles. So have a look at your local Hyundai, and haven't they been great supporters of sport in Australia, but particularly the AFL and our great friends at Fiji Airways. And you can do everything there. What I love about Fiji is they have the top resorts like Kokomo and everything in between, down to if you want to just go and have an adventure holiday and camp and scuba dive and fish and do all that sort of stuff. Back to nature, it's everything in between. Whatever you like, it's there in Fiji, just up the road.
Yep, incredible place.
Yep.
Bulla Bulla, Ed.
Bulla Bulla.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I thought I was waiting for Jack Buller to kick a couple of goals one day so we could put him in for the Fiji Airways Award.
It makes sense.
Just so we can say Bulla Bulla. All right, mate, let's get into shorting, holding or buying. And we are celebrating the great man, Scott Pendlebury. I'm not sure if you're aware, but he breaks the record this week.
There's been a bit of conversation.
Yeah.
Harley Reid's 50th game being at the MCG and not in Western Australia. Geez, they've missed an opportunity, haven't they?
Well, I'm buying that. I think they should rest him. I would love them to rest Harley Reid this week. Get him right out of the way.
No, it's a big game. Of course, it's Dan Houston's 200th. That's why we're doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Poor Dan.
No, he can have 201.
He can have 200. All right, let's get on to it, Ed.
Yep.
Short, hold or buy the gold number 10.
We're going to have that.
We're going to buy that.
Yeah, we're going to have that.
100% of jumper sales to Pendles?
Well, it's not. That's the case. The club is getting part of that, and also he is donating a fair whack of things to My Room, which is the children's cancer
they do great
charity
things
with Margaret Zeta and the team, and we do the My Room charity at the end of the year, and I think you'll see Scott Pendlebury leaning right in on that occasion as well. So there's a bit going on. Scott's obviously got some contractual obligations with Channel 7. He did a press conference on Monday for everybody else, so he has done it in an elegant way, but he will be leaning in big time with a few other people that he's been working on these things for a fair while. There's a bit more to come on all this. So, yeah, but you know what? I don't mind. If you get to where he's got to, the next bloke who breaks the all-time record, or the woman, good on you.
Yep.
You know, make as much as you can, because I can tell you without any shadow of a doubt that he's played at unders for a long time.
And he's likely to put this record in a very difficult spot to ever get.
Well,
he
I
could
hope
go again next year.
Yeah, very much so. I hope so. And if you balance him out and play him in the right games, unlike the carry-on that some have been going on about with, but I understand what they're saying too. You know, would he have helped? I think he was sore to play against the Sydney Swans. The Hawthorn game, well, I reckon, to be honest, at this stage of the game, for him to beat his all-time possession against Essendon and win a fourth, to me, that's worth it. And we'll get the draw against, who knows what would happen.
Standing ovation at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll buy that.
Yeah, I'm in for that.
Start time of
Is it 10-minute mark of every quarter?
No, I think it'd be the first quarter, wouldn't it?
I think it should be all of them.
Start time of 4:33 p.m. instead of the scheduled 4:35 p.m.
Is that happening, or is that? It's an idea. Oh,
it's
like
nice
that.
and cheesy. Get that in there.
Yeah, get that in.
Actually, short hold or buy, the Cats offering to move the start time of their game to give Pendles as much, or in Collingwood as much clear air.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea.
Well, I'm not sure why they've got 2 games scheduled, but again, that's a...
I suppose the other question is, why is it not on free-to-air?
Anyway. The Record Breaker Wine Series, are you buying some of that?
My word. It was a good drop too. He's been into his wine, and I'd like to think I had a little bit of influence on that over the journey. We have shared some good wines, and he's got an appreciation for it. And, yeah, it's great. But it's a long tradition. I've got Premiership Port from 1990 still at Collingwood. I've got Louis the Lip wine. I've got all of it over the journey. And, in fact, I've got Jock McHale Port at my place somewhere.
Any fruity Lexia or things like that? Some passion pop from...
No, I don't think I'll be drinking much of it these days, but it's they're beautiful, just little keepsakes I've got there. So that's great, but that's actually good juice. So if you get that, enjoy it. Yeah, get one to just put away in the cellar and one for the mantelpiece and drink a few as well. So
Bit of Ribena in there.
that's it. It's nice stuff.
The season-long build-up to 4-3-3.
Ah, it's great.
I don't know why people get their nose out of joint.
But who gets a nose out of joint?
Well, you know, there's
Oh, I mean, look, I love Kane Corns and what he does and everything, but seriously, as
I
my
wasn't
dear
sure,
old
okay.
departed Scottish father would have said, he put grey hairs on a brush. Seriously. And him and Caro, sometimes you get up there. Is anything going right? Is anything happy? You know,
I wasn't saying Kane. It was just
well, I did.
you
But I like Kane, but I just think there's been a bit too much carry on this one. Yeah, I think we are going to have just a wonderful result. I remember as a kid, as a 5-year-old, getting ready for Ted Whitten's record breaking,
yeah.
and David Johnson, the legendary newsman who actually gave me my first job at Channel 10 as a 17-year-old. DJ was fantastic. He went out and, that stuff, you have to inspire me. That was DJ, and he followed him from home. And in those days, Teddy walked to the ground and through Braybrook and through Footscray and all the people coming out and streamers on their front gate and all that sort of stuff. It was just sensational. That was 1970 in black and white. It was wonderful. And I remember that as a kid. That was where these are the things that actually capture the imagination. Now, I was a migrant kid. I knew more about Glasgow Celtic than I did about Collingwood at that stage of my life. And it captured the imagination. For me, the superheroes were people like that. And then I remember John Nichols breaking his record, and John Rantel getting to it, and Len Thompson getting to 300, and all these type of things going through. Just their moments.
They are.
Their moments.
They
Well
can be
done.
celebrated.
And I think, can I just say, I think the current Collingwood team, particularly the media team, put out some wonderful stuff.
Yeah, they have.
There's one that went out, you can get on TikTok, where they got Kevin Bartlett, Michael Tuck, and Harvey sitting there talking about it would bring a tear to a glass eye. It just really good stuff. Really good stuff. All right, next one. We're going to Scotty Pendlebury song.
Written and performed by Ed McGuire? Or?
No. Let's listen to it. This is by Ben Henry. Good on you, Ben.
When you find yourself in deep congestion, heavy traffic, 1v3, kick the ball to Scotty Pendlebury. Do a little half-step feed, suddenly he's off and free. They come tackle Pendlebury. Pendlebury, 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 Pendlebury. They come tackle Pendlebury. In the short off-season, Scotty also runs a winery. What a diverse skill set, Pendlebury. Though I'd like to buy a red, his cheapest drop is $1.50. I'm not made of money. Pendlebury, 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 Pendlebury. Your wine is too expensive. Pendlebury, 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 Pendlebury. But he sent me a bottle, and it was free.
Unbelievable.
That was well
It
done.
was his 400th, so we might give that a roll out again too. That's sensational. Quickly, let's go through. Pendlebury, the basketballer. Didn't know he played basketball.
No, I haven't worked that out yet. We'll keep buying that one. That's a great story.
2027, should he go on?
Yes, buy.
I agree. All right.
Now, I'm going to send this one to you, Ed.
Yes.
We're doing the auctioning, the auctioneer here. Now on to the literal buying. Eddie to respond, of course, that's you. How much would you pay for worn 433 jumpers?
Oh, I think there should be a consortium put together.
10,000, 10,000, 10,000,
I think $1 million
20,000, 20, 50,
Just keep
50,
going,
50,
keep
50,
going.
100, 100.
Oh, I think $1 million.
Oh, you're going to pay $1 million. Oh, there we go, Scott. We've made $1 million.
I didn't put a bid in. I'm saying there should be a consortium put together. just to completely give everyone the shits. Right? Just to get them
Are you
done.
going to be chief advisor of this consortium?
Oh, I would love to, just to see people's heads explode. It would be great. You know what I'd love to see, in all honesty? I'd love to see the headquarters of Collingwood called the Scott Pendlebury Training Centre.
Yeah, so...
No, it's the KGM Centre.
okay.
No, they still keep the commercial, but whether we, do something. But I think for me, in that situation, that was obviously something I was heavily involved in and sort of my dream of what we were doing there. But the dream was that players would come through and use it to do exactly what Scott Pendlebury's done. So I don't think anyone has manifest the idea of being a total professional more than Scott Pendlebury. So I'd love something there.
I think
there'll
pretty
be,
good
I think Craig Kelly and the board are a long way down the track. He should have a statue at the front, no doubt about that. I'd like to see a few more. I'd like to see Gordon Coventry statue as well, and probably, to be honest, Sid Coventry. 4 in a row premierships, was a fantastic present as well. But anyway, more on that later. But anything that is there for Scotty Pendlebury, he deserves. Right, let's get into this. In or out, I'm going to ask you. If the Crows are a genuine player in 2026, if they are, hang on, I've got to read this direct. If the Crows are a genuine player in 2026 and have found their 2025 form, they will take care of an out-of-form Hawthorn. In or out?
Well, I don't think the Hawks are an easy beat. The Hawks are not playing their best footy.
They've got injuries, Hawthorn.
Yeah, so I'm going to say out. I don't think this will be the determining factor for Adelaide season.
And I think you've got to also take into consideration they finished on top, the Crows, with a very soft draw last year. And they were running out of steam at the end of it, but they're a good side. But I think Crows will win. A crowd of less than 40K will attend tomorrow night's Richmond-Essendon game at the G.
Out. It's at the it's dream time at the G. They'll get a big crowd for that one.
Big crowd, and they should go because both sides are a chance of a win. Thank God the AFL hasn't listened to complaints about Friday night double headers, so we can watch Freo St Kilda instead of Richmond or Essendon.
Out. I hate double headers on a Friday night.
If North Melbourne don't have a proper showing against West Coast at Marvel, the pressure will start building on Clarko again.
Out. So North Melbourne were a bottom 2 side, and they're trying to go to the next rung up, which they've done. And I think they're better than the bottom 3 or 4 at the moment. So they're going to have bad weeks.
So when they have a good week and everyone thinks, they're going to make the finals, calm the farm.
Correct.
Yeah.
A bit of balance.
People will tune into Geelong-Sydney blockbuster at 4:15 and then at quarter time realise they've missed the Pendlebury 4-3-3 fanfare. Richard wrote this.
Yeah,
what people don't know it's on?
No. Well, Geelong and Sydney fans are probably going to watch the Geelong and Sydney game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good game.
Josh Fraser can sniff a perfect record coming up against Port this Saturday, in or out?
Yeah, in. I tipped Carlton last week.
You did.
I think Carlton are not as bad as everyone makes out.
No, and I think that's why there's a bit of frustration with Carlton. They're not as bad as they're presenting.
Yep. GWS in serious danger of conceding their biggest loss ever when they play the Lions.
Out, they're not.
That's ridiculous.
You're
Biggest
a
club
silly
loss,
little
162 points.
Yeah, okay.
He's saying it here because
Yeah,
it's against Hawthorn. Yeah, okay.
Proper nuts.
Listen to him over there.
Proper
There's
nuts.
this sticker on his laptop as well.
Yeah. Injuries are no longer an excuse for Bevo and the Bulldogs.
They are the absolute excuse. They're not the excuse. They're the reason.
Yeah, and they're not playing great. They didn't play their best footy on the weekend against Carlton, but Carlton didn't allow them to.
Yep.
So, out. If West Coast beat the Pies on Pendles' big day, Eddie will lobby the AFL for a redo. In.
Should be, yeah.
In. He'll absolutely do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And 100% serious.
Yeah, we reset the clock, the scoreboard, whatever we have to do.
Yeah.
20-minute mark. I sat through watching the last game of Victoria Park as we got done by Brisbane. So, no, don't want that happening again.
No.
But, Pies were good. I thought the Pies were really good against Sydney last week.
They were.
Yeah.
Had a good method.
Nearly there. Just Oscar Stein.
Oh,
Stein.
the steam machine.
Yeah. Bad on that one. Anyway, all right, let's have a look at the predictions.
What game did you tip that? Oh, you went Carlton, didn't you?
I went for Carlton.
That's what got you back into it.
I went for Collingwood, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I knocked you off somewhere else. Anyway, level pegging, 67 apiece.
Who died?
You ready?
Yeah.
Thursday night, Hawthorn Adelaide
In
Tassie.
I normally have a thing with
Nice and
Hawthorn in
cold.
Tassie.
Yeah.
I'm going to tip the Hawks because it's in Tassie. I've got to stick to my rule.
Yeah.
I'm going to go the Hawks by 3 points.
I'm going to give it Adelaide only Richard sort of tipped me this way because if they don't win this, then they are in trouble.
Yeah, Gustavo.
This is a legitimate one because the Hawks are underdone. I don't think Hawthorn are a bad side by any stretch. I think they're a great side, but I just think they're underdone. Friday night, Richmond, Essendon, and Dreamtime at the G.
Well, Richmond might need some name tags because they're running out of players rapidly.
Essendon win that.
Bombers by 10 points.
Yep. Do I have to give a points there? A goal. Fremantle, St Kilda. This is a good game
It'll be a
at
beauty.
Optus. No, Fremantle are going too well,
I reckon the Saints will take it right up to them.
Yeah, but 18 points Fremantle.
Freo just 2 points.
Yep. Saturday, North Melbourne and Gold Coast at Marvel.
A better North Melbourne, but Gold Coast.
Gold Coast by 36 points.
Ooh, geez.
Geelong, Sydney at Geelong, GMHBA Stadium.
Well, it's a bit like Hawthorn in Tassie, Geelong in Geelong. But Sydney, of all teams in
they
the last
like
15 years, they play well down there.
Wait till they go to kick it out wide on the wing.
Go
like
wide.
they do at the SCG. They'll kick it in the Mirables.
Well, yeah, they will.
It's Cigar down there.
Yeah.
Geelong
for me.
on the Cigar by 12 points. Collingwood, West Coast. Scott Pendlebury's record-breaking game.
Is it? I didn't know that. Geez, well, that, mate. Jeez, since you brought that to my attention. Collingwood.
Yeah.
The pair, Port Adelaide versus Carlton.
I'm going for Collingwood, just in case you wanted to know.
Yeah. I'll go for the Port Adelaide Football Club.
Yeah.
It's how they respond after the week of the coach being moved on. That's all I'm going for. Bit of a letdown.
Port. I'll go for Port. Only because it means I have no thoughts of barracking for Carlton at all.
Well, someone wants you to be the CEO.
Port Adelaide, close though, 12 points. Sunday, GWS versus Brisbane at NG.
Brisbane off a loss.
Yeah,
And
a bad loss.
They've got good memories of Ingy Stadium. That big comeback, which then they overran the Giants, led on to another premiership.
Yep.
Brisbane by 44 points.
Yeah, 6 goals for me, 36. Western Bulldogs and Melbourne. Bulldogs are just undermanned. Melbourne are flying at the moment at Marvel. So hopefully the Melbourne fans can figure it out.
Get there, take your
down
cheese
there.
boards down.
Go down there. Melbourne for me by 18 points. I think the Dogs are good. They're well coached. They'll do everything they need to, but I just don't think they've got the run and the legs at the moment.
Yep. D's just though.
Okay, mate. I'll talk to you on Monday. Hopefully everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy what's on the table this weekend.
Great.
A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see the great man Scott Pendlebury in action, breaking the record. As I said, I go back to when I was a 5-year-old boy watching Ted Whitten do it. If you are an agnostic and you've got nothing happening on a Saturday afternoon, get your kids and take them to the MCG for a moment in time at what will be just a fantastic day of football, paying tribute to one of the all-time greats. Have a good one. Thanks to our friends at Hyundai and Fiji Airways. This has been Eddie and
Jimmy.
Yeah.